Howdy folks, so next up in the Mordhau guides that I am creating for the channel is all about the toolbox and the med kit. So firstly, go into the armory as normal and go into create a class. I'm just going to go into my demo class just to show you quickly. When you go into gear, go into the weapon bit, and then right down here you will find you've got the medic bag, which will cost you 2 points. And then you'll have the toolbox, which is 8 points. So the toolbox is a little bit more expensive than the medic bag, however, still gives you 8 points if you just use the toolbox to actually put some armor on and some perks. Now, one perk I would definitely recommend you get if you're using the toolbox is the Smith perk, because you can score a lot of points very quickly using Smith and the toolbox in combination, because you can repair stuff very quickly which you make and people are trying to break. So definitely have that one equipped. Okay, so when you're actually in the game as an engineer class or a class that has the toolbox equipped, you will notice that it comes with regular ammo in the bottom right there. These can be refilled using the refill supply points like you do when you're an archer. So if you run out of ammo, just find one of those resupply points and then you will get full ammo so you can build some more stuff. So the first thing that you can build is kind of like a crossbow shield. So you put this down and it takes a couple of seconds for it to build. And you can block off points for this. It's very useful to bottleneck certain areas as well, because it does take a little bit of damaging, and especially if you're behind it with a repair tool like a blacksmith hammer, then you will be able to repair it very quickly, which is why I said have the Smith perk on, because you'll be able to repair it quicker than people can actually destroy it. So that's the first thing that I want to show you. The second thing, once I get back to my toolbox and I'll run away from the band guys, is when you press R, you will then have anti-infantry or anti-person spikes. So if a person from the enemy team runs into these spikes, it's going to hurt quite badly for them. You can score a few kills off of these spikes, which I have done in the past. Just think about where you're placing them. If you want to block off corners, corridors, anything like that, then these are very good in combination with the crossbow shields as well. Okay, so what I've done here is just a example of something that you could build up to block a corridor, so just use your imagination, because this is where I am at the minute. But this is very good. These spikes are very useful, especially on this map as well, because you can actually hide these in the undergrowth, so you can score a couple of pretty cheeky kills, to be honest. Just got absolutely murdered by that guy. So these shields and the spikes in combination with each other are very useful. They can block cavalry and they can block archery, and they can block certain areas as well, especially if you're using them properly in some place like this here where it's already very naturally thin. You will score a few points because people will just go charging through, they'll get stuck at the wall, and especially if you've got spikes up as well, you'll be able to score a few free points out of that. If you want to score more points, just a little tip, when you build these, in combination with your Smith perk, just keep repairing it with your blacksmith hammer and you will score a load of points very quickly. So another thing that I want to cover in this video is the Lute. Now the Lute is very useful. You can use this as a weapon. If you press R, he will turn it around and you can smack people with it, but it doesn't do a huge amount of damage, as you can probably guess. However, that is not the main use of the Lute. The Lute is there to actually increase the recovery rates that your team and you have of your health regeneration. So if you play the Lute in a big group of your own team, you will increase their health regeneration, so it's very useful, especially after big battles and everything, because you can get the health of everybody back up to full pretty damn quickly. Now, I haven't got any footage of the medic bags, however the medic bags are very useful as well for exactly this same thing. Just chuck these medic bags down, they count as ammo again, so all you have to do is run over to a resupply point and it will resupply them. But they're very useful in combination with the Lute as well. You can make a proper medic class and you can get a lot of people healed very quickly. The medic bags, you drop them down and then people will run over to them and actually hold E to interact with them and then use them that way. So I hope this video has helped you folks in using the toolbox, the medic bag and the loot. Please, if it has, please do leave me a comment below telling me it's helped. Please do share it around to anyone that you know is playing Mordhau, and please check out all my other videos on Mordhau already on the channel, because I've got a fair few on there now, not just tips videos, a little bit of a review on here as well, and there's going to be more coming up in the future as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and the like button, and I will see you on the battlefields.